Hello and welcome back. It's me again, Samuel Fletcher, coming with one last point from Proverbs. A moment of silence, please, for the end of this wonderful Morning Manna series. Anyway, I want to share with you one more verse, and if you don't mind me saying, this verse in particular can be taught for a week just on its own. The verse comes from Proverbs chapter 24, verse 27. Put your outdoor work in order and get your fields ready. After that, build your house. Let's take a step back for a moment and consider this verse from the perspective of an Israeli in the time that this book was written. The technology of the day were tools that were used by human hands to work our fields so that we could eat, to build our protective measures on our property so that we could be safe from attacks from other people groups that we live beside, and to live in shelter so that we are protected from the weather. If we were to live in this time, we would be put in a situation where the battle to survive as a human being would be much harder than it is today. Here's what I mean. If we're hungry in 2022, we just have to order food on our phone. The process it takes to gather food just doesn't take that long in this day and age. Back then, though, it took a long time. Placing security measures on our property compared to then and now are vastly different. Israel didn't have a complex defense system set up on the border of their country. They had to build their own. It's very important to understand the way life was lived then in order to be able to fully understand the meaning of this verse. If the Israelites did not get their priorities right, they risked being open to an attack by marauders and starvation for lack of food. What Solomon is saying is this: build your defenses first, then work on growing your food, then lastly, put a roof over your head. It may sound uncomfortable, and it probably was, but the one following this advice was safe from the enemy, and they were sustained by their food, which then freed them up to focus on the things that made them comfortable. Understand that this verse is speaking about a life or death circumstance. And this is the way we should take it, as a life or death circumstance. Understand that you need protection. Who do you have protecting you? Proverbs 18:10 says, "The name of the Lord is a fortified tower. The righteous run to it and are safe." Understand that you need to be fed. What's sustaining you? Isaiah chapter 40 verse 31 says, "But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint." Here's my charge to you. Set your top priority in His rightful place. Seek God and submit to Him, and you will receive your desires and so much more. Matthew 6 illustrates this challenge. But seek first His kingdom and His righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well. As we move forward day by day, let's seek God as a collective body of believers and as individuals. Y'all, it's been fun sharing with you, and I thank you for listening to me. Catch you later.